This is Twit.
This episode of Security Now brought to you by, well, I've got it right here, Thinkst Canary. If you are in the business of protecting your company's security, you have probably very strong defenses, right? Surrounding you, perimeter defenses.
Yep.
But how would you know if somebody got through them? Because, once these wily hackers get in, they are good at covering their tracks. They delete logs. They're very careful not to set off any tripwires.
Everybody agrees that detection is as important as prevention.
Of course, even if somebody gets in, they can't, they usually, in fact, on average, companies don't know they've been breached for 91 days. Why? Because the guys don't set off the ransomware that day. They spend some time. This is the latest thing, right? They exfiltrate customer information, private emails. They blackmail you. They say, hey, we have all this stuff. Then they set off the time bomb. And meanwhile, they've had 3 months to wander around, look for all the places you might be backing stuff up. It's a nightmare. That's why you need the Thinkst Canary. It's a honeypot that can be deployed in minutes. Traditional honeypots are very tricky to write and maintain, but Thinkst Canaries, they've done it all. The folks at Thinkst are experts in this. They teach penetration to governments and companies. They've been doing this for years. They took everything they've learned and they've created a honeypot that is irresistible to hackers. Let me show you this is the console. I have a Thinkst Canary right next to me right now, and I'll show you how easy it is to configure. Right now, it's posing as a Windows Server 2019 Office file share. That's a pretty good thing to pose as. A hacker sees that share and is going to go, gee, that sounds like something I should be looking at. He's going to look at the MAC address, say, well, let's see if this is, oh no, that's a Microsoft MAC address. He's going to look at everything. He's going to realize, no, RDP's turned on here. This is good news. It isn't, though. It's a honeypot. The minute he attacks it, I'm going to get an alert. Email, SMS, Slack, webhooks, syslog, whatever you want. Look at all the things it can be. It can be an IIS server, an XP desktop file share. That's just too obvious. That's too vulnerable. Although I bet there's a few of those around. It could be a server. It could be Linux. It could be Mac OS server. It could be, hey, maybe we should make it a Cisco router, Steve. What do you think? Bad guys love that. Thing is, it's going to look in every respect. See, the MAC prefix is going to be from Cisco systems. If there's a login screen, it's going to look exactly like a Cisco router in every respect. But when the bad guy hits it, you're going to know. If someone's asking, I didn't show you the lore files. I'm going to discard the changes for now, and I'll show you the lore files. You can also create these Canary tokens, an infinite number of these, and they can be so many things, including a credit card. It can be an AWS credentials. It could be a MySQL dump. It could be a spreadsheet, or it could be a Windows folder. The point is these you scatter around. I even put them on our cloud servers, and if somebody attacks them, again, you're going to get an alert that matters. If they try to brute force your fake server, you're going to get an alert, but only the alerts that matter. That's the key. The Canary doesn't do false positives. The Canary will never bug you. The Thinkst Canary will tell you when you have a problem. Choose a profile in the console. You saw how easy it is. I could change it every day if I wanted to. Register it for monitoring and notifications, and then you just sit back. You relax. Attackers who've breached your network or malicious insiders, any adversary in your network will let himself known because they cannot resist accessing your Thinkst Canary or those tripwires, those tokens you've spread around. Visit canary.tools/twit. $7,500 a year for 5 Thinkst Canaries. You get your own hosted console. You get upgrades. You get support. You get maintenance. And if you use the code TWIT in the How Did You Hear About Us box, you'll also get 10% off the price. And not just for that first year, but for life. You can always return your Thinkst Canary with their 2-month money-back guarantee for a full refund. 2 months, 60 days, plenty of time. However, I should point out during the 8 years that Thinkst has been advertising with us, Their refund guarantee has never, not once, been claimed, because once you have a Thinkst Canary in your network, you're never going to want to give it up. Visit canary.tools/twit. Enter the code TWIT in the How Did You Hear About Us box. You know, everybody always says security is about layers, and you might have the outer layer, but who do you have protecting you against breaches? You need your Thinkst Canary. Canary.tools/twit. Offer code TWIT in the How Did You Hear About Us box for 10% off for life. Thank you, Thinkst, for the Thinkst Canary.